This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6, and it reads, And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, and it's not yet. Matthew 24 and verse 7, and it reads to the Holy Scriptures, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Oh, you said some type of box of right. Matthew 24 and verse 7, and it reads to the Holy Scriptures, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakadash. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to the Akim out there, and this is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out from the AssociatedPressNews.com from World News, and it reads, Russia unleashed a countrywide missile barrage on Ukraine as Putin addresses a security conference. It says Russian forces unleashes across Ukraine early on Tuesday, killing and wounding civilians and damaging infrastructure. The barrage came just hours before top Russian military officials said that counterparts from allied countries in Asia, the Middle East, and Africa gather outside Moscow for a security conference. It says the missile strike cities from the east to west of Ukraine, including far beyond front lines where Ukraine is fighting deeply entrenched Russian forces to gain territory occupied by Moscow around almost 18 months into the war. Russia has built a heavy fortified defense along the more than 1,000 kilometers and 600 miles front line where Ukraine has only made incremental gains since launching a counteroffensive in early June. The deliberate large-scale attacks on civilians solely for the attacks of killing a psychological pressure president advisor Al Koleko Provodolak said on X, formerly known as Twitter, commenting on the latest Russian attacks. It says 6 Russian-launched missiles hit the western region of Lviv. Around 19 people, including a 10-year-old child, Lviv governor Mexican Kozlowski said, according to the city authorities, the power grid and nearly 120 residents and buildings were damaged. The Swedish barley maker SKF confirmed 3 employees were killed overnight after a factory in Lusk, north of Lviv, was hit by a missile strike. 1 person was killed in the eastern of Ukraine, the Kromoskovsky, after Russian hit a food warehouse in central Ukraine. A strike left parts of the city in Somalia without access to water and also damage a medical facility. The barrage came a day after Russian forces unleashed a wave of missiles and drone strikes in Odessa in the country's southwest.
He started to get better in the last 4 innings he was in. And now the Sox face Julian Merriweather out of Division II Oklahoma Baptist in Shawnee, Oklahoma. He went all the way from J. Sarah High School in California to Oklahoma Baptist to Christian College. As that ball slammed on center field, Thompson back. He says he has room.
And this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9, and it reads the Holy Scriptures. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. And this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 10, and it reads the Holy Scriptures. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of this recent news article from the AssociatedPress.com. As it says again, Russia unleashed a countrywide missile barrage on Ukraine as Putin addresses security conference. And I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Karkadash. Shalom to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.